Let's talk about the Amazon 4 roller backdrop review. My honest thoughts. Okay, I'm gonna break it down into pros and cons, and I will briefly mention the installation. Hey, if you don't know, I'm Rachel B. Hughes. I help creative entrepreneurs scale their side hustles so they can have a business and life that they love. So when we went to install it, you get these screws that are supposed to make it really easy to set up and mount up into your ceiling or wall that you're bracing it to. But what we found is that it did not work for our system. So since I specifically wanted it in the garage and we already have beams in the garage, my husband added extra 2x4s so that we could mount the mounts to those 2x4s rather than the existing beams. And what we found easiest was that we needed to just get long 3-inch screws to screw them in rather than using the screws that we needed. Inside the box, you get the 2 holding brackets, a handful of those screws, and you get 8 of these like roller things that mount the backdrops, 4 chains, and then 4 weights for it. Once we figured out the placement of the mounting brackets and had already had the 2x4s in, it was pretty easy to screw in and install. So the first pro to this backdrop is that once it's installed, it's already installed. The setup is really easy. Anytime you need your backdrop, you just roll it down or roll it up. This backdrop is 10 feet, and a great pro is that it holds 4 backdrop options. Once you secure it, it is sturdily in place. And since it's 10 feet, it's enough space to be able to like have 2 people, or just a good amount of space to be able to work with a backdrop. Something that I like is that when it's rolled up, it's pretty seamless. Like you don't see it when we come and park in our garage. Yeah, you notice it, but it's not like taking up a bunch of space, and it doesn't take those poles to set up. It's just really seamless and easy to use. Some of the cons is that, again, the screws that it comes with depends on your wall mounting system, but it didn't work for us, and I've seen other reviews that it didn't work for them either. So you need to buy extra screws to be able to mount it properly. Oh, it can go up into the ceiling or back into a wall to be able to have wall backdrops or ceiling backdrops. One of the cons that I kind of worked out while making this video is that it doesn't roll down like super easily for me, and I realized that I had to tighten the bracket to make the chain like tight with it. But it rolls down semi-easy, and it needs a little help guiding it up. Also dependent on how much paper is left in your roll. That will affect how easily it comes down or up. Another con with this backdrop system is that the support poles don't come with it, and they're kind of expensive. So it's just something to consider when you're thinking about purchasing this. If you want to spend the extra money to buy the support, I mean, you have to have them to be able to support the backdrops. It's just that extra cost that you need to be aware of. Something that we've done to make this backdrop a little bit more hidden is hiding the chains on this hook. It's not really hiding, but at least putting them a little bit out of the way, out of our doorway, to hook them onto something so that we don't necessarily walk into them every time we're walking out that door. So if you have the space and you're looking for a pretty easy setup, then I would recommend grabbing this backdrop. Took a little bit of time to set up, but it's well worth it if you are needing different backdrops for different uses. I've already had a couple clients come and do some photos or videos, and again, it just makes it seamless. Be sure to grab the Creative Side Hustlers Guide to book more clients so you can leave your 9-to-5. Is there anything else you guys want to know about this backdrop? Let me know and I'll make a video about it. All right, catch you later.